This is Rob. He moved down here recently from Pennsylvania. He used to work for me for a few years. He was a manager of my one store. He was my #1 salesperson. He started off in the flooring business. He did tile work. He also did total rehabs and recustomized bathrooms in multi-million-dollar houses. And the economy kind of slowed down in Pennsylvania, and he knew what I was doing down here with buying houses and rehabbing them, and he wanted to get involved in the plan. And so here he is. He's going to give you a tour of his first rehab that he just did down here on a $13,500 house.
Thank you, Dave. This is 420 Spruce Street. With this house here, it was bought for $13,500. Our total rehab cost just over $8,500. The front exterior here had a lot of damage to a lot of water damage to the front end, the first 3 feet. We replaced that with some hardy board, okay, and then painted that. I think that came out great. The back end of the house was down about 8 inches. We had that lifted up. We installed all new fascia, pulled some of the rotted boards off, sanded down the railing, took care of all the rust spots, had it welded by a professional, and repainted everything. Scraped and sanded the porch, had that painted to match. Over here we have our bushes. We don't know if they're going to make it or not, but they were free. Came from a friend that's a landscaper, but they look great. I think they add a lot to the front of the house. In addition to adding something to the front of the house that doesn't cost a whole lot, we put shutters in front of the 2 front windows. No house in the neighborhood has them, and boy does it make it stand out. This house used to have 2 front doors, and we got rid of one of them. We only have a necessity for one, of course. So it's cold in here. In this house, we have the tenants moving in this Saturday. We allow them to do some of the work of the rehab, allow them to do the painting and some of the work outside. These floors used to have vinyl and carpet and VCT tiles. That was all brought up, and everything was sanded down and stained, and I think they look beautiful. This is the dining room. We still need a couple touches, like a ceiling fan. And here's the master bedroom. This is our old front door, gone. Now this is a Jack and Jill bathroom. Right here we have like a closet area. We can put a couple shelves and a rod up for clothing. I want to point out that we put all new 6-panel hollow core doors with pretty sharp handles and hinges to match. You can unlock from the inside. Now this bathroom was a mess. I mean, everything, there was mold in here, there was water leaking, sewage leaking. We tore everything out, the floor came out, all the walls came out in the shower area. And we built some new shelves in here so they have some storage. Over here we figured out that it would cost less to put tile in. And we got some pretty inexpensive tile and made a decorative border, which you'd see in one of my more expensive homes in Philadelphia. The fixtures were in decent working condition except for the valve. We couldn't get any hot water out of it. The thing was messed up. So in our budget was $75 for a new shower setup, but I found a way to fix it for only $13. So we did that, and it works great. Plenty of water pressure. We reused the old tub. The thing was in great shape, and it's very solid in the house. That was the one solid thing I would say in the house. We did a brick pattern on the floor with the same tile on the shower. New code.
That was an open box.
Oh, open box. Okay.
Yeah, remember it was 49 bucks.
And our budget was $125 for a new vanity. Dave, being Dave, found it for free. We still need one cabinet door. The other one's missing because we're trying to match it up. But the countertop, I think it cost us about $15 to do with all the tile. I found these plastic pieces to trim it out instead of wood because the plastic won't rot. Okay. These shelves I built out of some scrap wood from the job. These are 1-bys, furring strips, and I cut them down to make it look like a boardwalk seashore type effect. The mirror itself was in good shape except for the right hand side, and all around the outside actually had some damage to it, like chips, and it was stained. So I figured out a way to frame it out, and it worked out great. Somehow it matched up with our vanity that we found. Dave found this for free and paid, I think, 20 or 25 for the sink bowl. And I think everything came out great, nice and sturdy. Oh, and then I think we paid for the
$5.
$5, crazy amount. That's awesome.
For the light, yeah.
Yep. This is a pretty large bathroom for this neighborhood. Once again, the tenants picked the colors. We allowed them to pick the colors if they did the labor to paint, which saved us some money. This is the second bedroom. Now this is the part of the house that was down about 9 inches. We turned this into a game room or storage or closet area. But in your storage closet area, you have another room that comes off of it that can house a washer and dryer. I don't think that's very typical for the neighborhood.
Well, you tiled that's because of water damage in the future.
Yeah, so we had the tile left over from the bathroom, and I took exactly the number of tiles that I had left over to do that.
How much carpet did you use in this room?
This carpet was one of the smaller size. It's a 10 by 12. And this was a last minute purchase because I wanted to find the right price. And I think we paid $45.05 with tax. We did put in all new base plates and switch plates. Now this is the kitchen. This is an original cabinet for the kitchen. What we did is we sanded them down and painted them. We bought these handles at Walmart. I think they were less than 70 cents a piece. Crazy price. Once again, we did the counter in the tile and trimmed it out with the same plastic pieces. The backsplash now, Dave gave me a box of broken tile and said, do something with this, being Dave. So what I did is I took all these broken pieces, lined them up in such a way that I could do something with them. So I stood here with the broken pieces with a pencil, just kind of made this wavy line, took them out back, and cut them up in about 6 or 7 minutes, and glued them to the wall. But I think that's the one thing that everybody comments on. The sink was a $20 or $25 purchase from Habitat for Humanity. I went back by myself looking for a faucet and found this one for $30. This is like a, oh gosh, probably a $200 some faucet we got for $30. But just last night at 10:30, or no, 9:30, Dave and I went out. We drove about a half hour to this guy's house and we bought this amazing fridge for only $99. It's brand new. And everything's clean, gorgeous. I mean, this is what you can find if you were the first one to jump on it when you see it on Craigslist. In addition to that, we paid $75 for the stove, the range top and oven. We spent more time cleaning it than we wanted to, but here it is and it looks great. It's gorgeous. This is the kitchen area. Of course, we know that. Out back we have a huge porch that we painted. Like the front porch, we painted this one the same green, and we're finishing up here. We're putting all our tools away. Today's the last day on the site. Negative.